While parents usually limit kids' screen time on digital devices and watching TV, right now many are admitting defeat as we adjust to spending more time stuck at home. What may have been a bit of a weekend treat for some is becoming an everyday occurrence for many.
With learning now online, children are spending 50% more time on devices and family screen time is going through the roof. So should we continue to cap their use of digital devices? Family digital expert Dr. Joanne Orlando joins us. Jo, welcome. Are rules around screen time still important now, given what we're going through?
Well, healthy screen time is important, but the rules are really tough to stick with. Just as you were saying, we're working from home, we're learning from home, kids are going on virtual play dates. There's lots of new activities for them to engage in, but they're all online. So your usual screen time rules just aren't going to work. But that's okay. It's perfectly fine, I think. But there are we want to make sure that kids are using technology in healthy ways. We just need to do it differently now so that they work within the kind of environment that we're living in.
Okay, you've used the word a couple of times there, healthy. Describe to us what healthy looks like.
Yeah, that's right. So we normally think of time on screen or screen time as a thing, but there are three factors that help to guide healthy use, and the other two are the ones that are really going to work now. So one is about screen quality, what children are actually doing when they're on an app or they're on a website. So what are the ideas that they're actually engaging with? Are they age appropriate? Are they educational, and are they interactive? So we don't want kids just watching, zombie watching movie after movie. That's not healthy. So things like watching craft videos and making the craft, or making music, or doing science experiments, or like mystery problem solving games, content that actually gets them to think. So that's one thing we need to do to guide healthy use. And then the other thing is around screen buddies. So we don't want children in their room by themselves 6-7 hours a day on their screen. That's not healthy. So think about who they're on their device with. Are they on with their brother? Are they on when they're homeschooling with their classmates? Are they on with you? So try to kind of vary that so they're not on there by themselves all the time. So ideally we want all three things, so quality, time and buddies. But if you can only get two of them at this point, then that's a really good place to be with your family.
Jo, for primary school kids, what does quality time look like?
Yeah, so, there's some amazing science experiment channels on YouTube, and they're simple. They just use household items, so they're not going to cost you much. And they're great. The children have to watch the video, follow on along, so doing it themselves as well, so trialling it. They're learning new science experiments. It's a great literacy activity, so all round like fun, but really good educationally wise. So anything that gets them to think, gets them curious.
Teenagers online can be a little bit more scary for parents, can't it? Because sometimes we just don't really know what they're up to, or don't understand what they're up to. So what should that look like?
Yeah, that's right. So I've got teenagers. I'm with you there. I know exactly what you're saying. We don't want them on social media all day, every day. So you can still guide them in doing different things online. One of my favourite sites for teenagers is the site called Canva. So it's a design site, so kids can go on there, they can design posters, magazine covers, anything. There's loads of images, loads of fonts and design features. So if your child's into that kind of thing, it's a free site, even better. They can spend hours on there designing all kinds of things, either by themselves or with their friends online. There's so many opportunities around that.
Yeah, great. Give us some tips for how to maximise healthy screen time.
Okay, so if you're a parent and you're at home and you're watching your child online doing things, don't just be a bystander. Get involved. So that might be like playing a game with them online. I know with my son, I asked him to show me how he played this video game yesterday, and we played together. So that kind of thing. So just doing things together is a great thing. And I think also if we're talking about quality screen time, it's a great time for like an app clean out. Think of your wardrobe clean out. Well, it's an app clean out. So go through your child's apps, have a look at those ones that kind of aren't that great quality. Get rid of those, bring in some new ones, and look for kind of varied content. So if they don't have any music apps, well, maybe look for one. Or if they don't have a science app, maybe look for one. So try to vary what they're doing online as well.
And we need to be careful at the moment, Jo. Lots of COVID scams going around, and a lot of them are targeting younger people, right? Just explain that.
Yeah, oh, there are so many scams. Scammers love to target us when we're vulnerable or when there's massive change. And of course, both those things are happening. So we tend to think of like teenagers, for example, as very tech savvy, they know what they're doing. But it's not always the case because these scams can be very subtle. So for teenagers, I've seen lots of online shopping scams or online bargain kinds of scams. So what they might get them to do is to do a bank transfer to pay for a product before they send it. So, of course, they never send the product. Or it might be to download a free game or download a free gift card. So, normally those things aren't on the site, the actual authentic site, they'll be on a different site. The aim is that for the scammers is that your child will put their information into the contact details. Yes. So the scammer will either sell their personal information or it will download some kind of virus onto the computer or onto the device where it can do all sorts of things.
Yeah.
And lots of tech scamming as well, like it might be your post office, the post office, your parcel is ready, just click here, you just need to pay an extra $2 and it will be delivered. Yep. So, of course, that click is the trap. Never click on the link that they send you.
Yes. Good advice, and lots of parents need that advice right now. We're all in the same boat. All right, Jo, lovely to have you with us.
Thank you.